Welcome to the Ibis Rennes Cesson. If you're wondering if this doesn't look amazeballs, it doesn't, but they were very adorable and they phoned me earlier on. I'd made a mistake in the booking and they've transferred me from last night when I wasn't here. I was on a ferry, and tonight they've pushed me out by a day without charge. So as unpromising as it looks from the outside, I'm going to be happy with this one. Come on, Ibis. Ibis, do your best. I should say, I'm Patrick Hughes, and this is Planet Patrick. I'm Patrick Hughes, and this is Planet Patrick. Sure, let's see. Hughes, H-U-S, Patrick. Yes, was it you I spoke with on the phone?
Yeah, my.
Oh, your colleague.
Yeah, she told me, so.
Okay, great.
I know that footage is shaky, but I wanted you to see how charming they were at reception. Anyway, off to the room. Through this red and grey 1980s corridor. Retro. Into room 222. Clickety click. Let's see what's inside. Switch on those lights. 2 pillows. A place for a bag, a very small desk, and a view of some bushes. Underneath here, there is a socket and this light switch. This central switch operates LED lighting over the bed. That's what you wanted.
I have to bear in mind that I'm determined to like this property. I can hear the motorway, so I mean, that's a thing. It's very small, and it smells. What's the smell? How would you encapsulate it? Damp laundry, I mean, it's not horrific. Damp laundry and a slight chemical kind of smell. It's got an interesting ceiling. I'm sure that means something. Let's have a look at the bathroom. Well, this looks like a... Well, that's a particular smell. Oh. That door needs to be left open. Well, it looks like a whore's boudoir in here. If that whore was in her late 90s. It's a thing. It's quite nightclub, isn't it? Let's have a look and see what's in here. That, I think, is a hairdryer. And as I've learned, the place where you charge your razor. There's a mirror avec moi on it, with lots of lights. A sink. Let's check out that water pressure. Ooh, that's a dribble. You can rock your body using this handy body and face wash and hair. Similarly in here. The shower looks fine, but I think the pressure is going to be interesting. Well, that's the bathroom, kids. This obviously is bag storage. I mean, what do I say? There are 2 pillows, which look as if there's some clothes that have been left out for the charity store, stuffed into a pillowcase. I can't say that I'm terribly disappointed because I didn't pay an awful lot of money for it, but let's call it average because we're being nice about it. Right? Positivity is everything. This is an interesting wardrobe. There are shelves. I'm going to put things on those shelves. I will. I'm going to use it. There is a TV. I guess I'm not going to be here a lot, so we'll take that as a positive. I know you can tell that I'm slightly disappointed. But this is what you get for £40. Look, I think it was more than £40. I did almost book a very nice place in Rennes. But it was the kind of place like an old Airbnb where you were on the 3rd floor or 4th floor or something, and you have to carry all your bags up to it, and the car park was 1 kilometre away. In a way that sounds idyllic. The place looked gorgeous. It was about £100, but I was willing to do it. But I think there was the same problem with most of central Rennes, was parking. And because I've got camera equipment and bags and so on and so forth with me, I wanted to minimise the amount of places where I have to do that. And I have to do it in a couple of them. Look, I'm here. I'm going to go and get something to eat. I'll work out what to do about breakfast in a while. And tomorrow will be another day. So this is the Ibis Rennes Cesson. I want to tell you that there will definitely be a breakfast review, but there may not be. So I may be signing off here. And if I'm signing off here, it was lovely seeing you. This would have been a short video if this is where it's over. But maybe there's other things to discover. Maybe there's a swimming pool, or possibly some kind of gym. I suspect there is instead nothing. Nothing at all. Only the motorway of destiny. Goodbye from me, the motorway, and the chemical smell. For anybody that stayed in a Premier Inn, not any Premier Inn, but the ones that are specifically off a motorway, they often will have an associated restaurant next door to it, which does kind of regular basics like lasagna and chips or fish or steak, that kind of thing. And it strikes me that this looks the same. You've got the Ibis and you've got this. The lady on reception was kind of saying, go into the centre of town and eat there because there's great restaurants, and I'm doing that tomorrow night, but for tonight I'm going to try this. I don't know if it bodes well that I'm the second person in the place, but the place looks clean. I mean, you have to be happy with that. I think those are pop chips. This is a rum steak. I think it's meant to be rump steak, but I'm not sure it is. It's breakfast time, but is there need to be afraid?
The breakfast cutlery included tongs to make sure that you didn't touch anything. There was a wide range of fresh breads, croissants, pain au chocolat, and madeleine, some fruit, cereal, and eggs, including this weird thing that you put the eggs into. Some kind of giant kettle, I think. There's some ham, salami, cheeses, and yogurt and fresh beverages. Back to those eggs. Let's pop one of them in. How long do you think? 6 minutes? 7? Anyway, this is what I went for. It was delicious.
So, final thoughts as me and my wheelie bag leave the Ibis Rennes Cesson. I was very disappointed by the look of the hotel. It needs a lick of paint. The room was a little claustrophobic. It smelled interesting. Not good. And yet, I slept fantastically well. I got 7 to 8 hours both nights that I stayed here. The Wi-Fi was fast. The TV worked. That's a positive. It took my Fire Stick. So it depends how you measure the success of a hotel. I love a resort. I'm staying in some other resorts on this trip. Some fabulous hotels are coming up. Keep your eyes peeled for those. But you can't stay in a $500 hotel every night. Well, you can, but I don't have $500 for every night. Unless you want to give me some. You could become my Patreon. I'm willing to love you. That's quite enough, and that's it from this episode of Planet Patrick, here at the Ibis Rennes Cesson. Thanks for being here for this one, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon in the next one. Bye bye. I'm Patrick Hughes, and this is Planet Patrick.